Hello, Silk. Sorry, I just missed what you.
Dire team.
Oh, I was just introducing the teams, and I was saying last game was really intense with
10 seconds remaining.
it was really intense with the plays and the
Radiant
action.
team
So
ban.
SplaSh Gaming, Respect Bands, Nature's Prophet,
that's right.
and Bristol back. We saw last game they were very, wait,
10
no,
seconds
Bristol back
remaining.
not so much. Nature's Prophet, yes, very strong
5
last game.
seconds remaining.
Tyrant Gaming. It was interesting
Reserve
last
time.
game. Nature's Prophet started out as a jungle, a
Dire team
cliff
pick.
jungling. I didn't think it would work out, but very strong.
10 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So it looks like we're going to see a completely different gameplay here, by the look of it.
Indeed. SplaSh's first strategy didn't work, so they're going. I think they're going for more of a team fight this game. Last game they tried to go early game, but it
Dire team pick.
Life Stealer pickup. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna see probably I hope a Coswex Invoker throwing down the control, making it life just generally hard for the other team while Lifesteal basically goes to town. I would be very tempted if I was SplaSh Gaming to have a bit of a Razor pickup here, trying to get a little bit of counter on that.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Yeah,
seconds
Razor does
remaining.
counter Life Stealer, but they could also just go
Reserve
for a
time.
Bane and completely shut him down.
Yeah, definitely.
Razor is easy kiteable. Yeah.
There we go. We've
Yep,
got the Bane
I was
pickup.
right.
Dire team
Picked up
ban.
a Bane.
Radiant team ban.
Rubik banned out. Rubik's one of those supports that floats in and out. We haven't seen him picked up too often. Last was 6.79, I
10
believe.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
He got really popular when they first
Dire
brought out
team
Ags on him,
ban.
and then I think people just got bored and tried to move on to something else.
Yeah. Marana banned out. What do you reckon about that?
I can't say I disagree. Mirana
10
can
seconds
be a
remaining.
big pain to those who go up
Radiant
against
team
her.
ban.
Indeed, and that level 1 arrow. Best. Oh, I guess Tyrant Gaming saw that they wanted to go for a Marana and a Bane
10
Yeah,
seconds remaining.
that's right.
combination. That First Blood easy.
Reserve time.
Dazzle banned out. We saw Tyrant Gaming run Dazzle last game. Maybe they thought that
Radiant
they were
team
going to run it again, but I don't think so. Slark banned out. Slark's one of those heroes that's more of a snowball hero. If you can shut him down early, he doesn't come back.
Yep.
Even with his ultimate.
He can be a bit of a time
fight.
waster, but that's
10
it.
seconds remaining.
If you shut him down.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
Darkseid pickup. Very, very strong in the off lane. Can jungle too. Very good team fight. What do you think about this picked up with the synergy of Invoker and Lifestealer?
Yeah, the Invoker and the Lifestyle. I think we'll see a lot of synergy and that.
10 seconds remaining.
I do quite like that they've got the Darkseid as well.
5
I love
seconds
Darkseid's ult
remaining.
lane. He's quite strong, and should combo quite nicely with the Invoker.
Reserve time.
SplaSh are taking their time, using
Yep.
almost all of it up.
And that's fine. This isn't a pick you want to take lightly.
Radiant team pick.
Go for
Okay.
a Nixus.
Maybe hoping to shut that Invoker out of the fights, which isn't a bad call. You don't want Invoker doing his stuff. He can have a
One of the
little bit too
heroes
much fun with
experienced
it.
some technical difficulties.
Will we see a Nyx Assassin mid versus Invoker?
10 seconds remaining.
That's another possibility. Tidehunter,
Dire team
another offlane? Could they be running their Darkseid in the jungle and Tidehunter offlane?
I don't know. I think he may actually just be run as a support in lane because he does have that armor reduction to with the gush to synchronize with the Lifestealer. A bit of a slow bit of armor reduction. I'd be very disappointed if they did run him in the off lane when they've got a Darkseid
10
there.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Tidehunter
remaining.
is good for level 6. And just run in.
Yeah. The only issue with Tidehunter
Ravage.
is he can't actually interfere
Yeah.
with the farm effectively, whereas Darkseid does actually quite often stop that carry getting good last hits.
Yeah, true. SplaSh taking their time there. Getting close. See what they pick
10
up.
seconds remaining.
They need a carry and an off lane here.
5 seconds remaining.
What do you think they'll pick up?
Well,
Void.
there's the Void again.
So
Team ban.
they versed Void.
Yep,
Tyran Gaming used Void last game.
that's right.
So maybe they're trying to
That's
beat
right.
them with their own hero.
Yeah, exactly.
10 seconds remaining.
This
5
could
seconds
work out,
remaining.
or it will fail miserably. if
My only
Tidehunter
concern is they didn't really want to
team
fight
ban.
early last game. And Terran Gaming did,
And-
so that could be an issue for them because Lifestealer fights early better than Faceless Void does.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Faceless
5
Void only
seconds
starts
remaining.
picking around the 15 to 20 minute mark, as
Radiant
opposed to
team
Darkseid and Lifestealer and Invoker. They're all early game. Silencer and Ancient Apparition banned out. What do you reckon about that?
I'm surprised they banned the Ancient Apparition because they're the ones with the
Dire
Lifestealer.
team
But
pick.
Silencer I understand now, because you already had the Invoker and all that initiation you don't want going to waste, but they also have the Anti-Mage, and Silencer can be quite key in ganking an Anti-Mage.
Anti-Mage. Yeah, I can see it. Versus the Void. I guess
10
they didn't
seconds
want
remaining.
the Lifestealer to just... Oh,
5
Lifestealer
seconds
doesn't beat Void, right? Beat Lifestealer.
Late game, no. I would say the Void would win. But against Anti-Mage and Lifestealer, Void easily loses. And Viper, not strong enough late game, but it is a good counter to the Lifestealer. So they've probably got a nice little mid-game niche that they're at their strongest, I would say.
Prepare for battle.
TG first. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, Silk is casting with me too.
Alright. So did you want to introduce the
next-
Dire?
Oh, yep, sure, I'll introduce the Dire side. On Bane, Dezo playing Bane, Butch playing Void, Notice Me playing Nyx, and Rams on Lich, and last but not least, Nameless on Viper.
Alright,
Over to
and
you, Silk.
on the Radiant side we've got the Safe Lane Anti-Mage, which is Legend. We have Lone Crow on the Darkseer and the off lane. We've got the Jungler, by the look of it, Four Eyes on the Lifestealer. I'm not really sure how we pronounce SplaSh, maybe? On the Tidehunter, and
30 seconds remaining.
Bravo on the Invoker mid, so they've got a lot set on that bottom lane.
Indeed, you were right. Darkseer was going to head off to the off lane and Tide as support.
Yeah, I was a bit thrown off by that anti-mage pickup. They don't actually have a range to protect him,
May the
but then
best
again,
team
he's
win.
only up against a Nyx.
Anti-Mage has two different blades. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like it when people combo their sets. Sometimes the combination looks better than the original set.
That the set for the retribution. I don't think it suits anti-mage. Just doesn't.
Yeah, that's right. Some aesthetics aren't quite what we would like them to be. Then again, some are amazing. Some of the ones that have come out are amazing. But yeah,
All things fall.
Invoker's opting to go for the Exort build.
ooh.
Interesting.
They do have the control with the Darkseer. When I originally said I wanted a Crosswax Invoker, they didn't have the Darkseer, and to be honest, Darkseer probably fulfills that function. So they can get that, a little bit of exort damage going through the vacuum with the Tide ulti. But I'm just a little bit surprised. You don't generally see exort invokers that much anymore.
Yeah, that nerf to the Exort, the Forged Spirits,
Yep.
just makes Invoker pretty useless to go for that full Exort build.
Yep.
Now?
Exactly. Because you used to have to be so careful.
Still viable in the.
That's right. You used to have to be so much more careful. Like a level 10 invoker was potentially incredibly dangerous. If they'd maxed both the Forge Spirits, it would just be brutal. You'd get the double armor reduction, double cold snap procs. Wasn't nice.
Yeah, and Invoker just fed Viper a Forged Spirit that's 45 gold to 3 gold to Viper.
Yep.
Alrighty, Bane's rotating in, Nightmare does come out, but just a bit, no, it's not a Nightmare, it was an Enfeeble.
Yeah, I think that maybe just to try and help secure
Not
that late
sure.
nomination.
No, if they got the Nightmare off, he could have went down there. Maybe miscommunication, or
Yeah, that's right.
they just didn't want to
Maybe
go
he
for
thought
the
he had
kill.
more time.
Illusion!
Yeah. The Viper didn't use the poison attack though, so not sure what happened there. Alright, do you want to check the EXP and gold graph?
Yep. Alright, so on the gold per minute we have the anti-mage. He's actually topping that charts at the moment, so he's sitting there with a nice comfy 17 last hits, which is really good for this time. And Faceless Void is sitting there. He just took over, so that they're fighting neck and neck. There's a lot of competition to be at the top of that chart at the moment. As far as XP per minute goes, we've got the Nyx is actually sitting on the highest, surprisingly. Maybe Viper must have been forced back for a few seconds. They're sort of fighting neck and neck for it though. Then we've got the Invoker and then the Void. So some interesting stats to note there. Too early to tell yet,
when
but
the Bane rotated in.
looks like we're going to see another Battle Fury on the Faceless Void though. He's sitting there with a Ring of Health.
Or most carries pick up the Ring of Health just as security.
Yeah.
Just in case they get ganked, they just have that extra regen. And they can also fight early.
That's it.
Last year didn't deny. Oh, I thought Invoker was going to dive there, but he didn't have enough mana for both the Cold Snap and the Forged Spirits.
Yeah.
Not sure what this Invoker is doing. He just feeds the Forged Spirits to Viper. So
Yeah, maybe he's just... I think he's using them just as a way of buying space so he can comfortably sit there and last hit. Ooh, we got the Darkseeker down. Oh.
Sunstrike does come out, and very nice awareness by Invoker.
That is one thing that you can have a lot of fun with those Exort Invokers that you don't quite get to with the Wex ones. But the long range Sunstrike Ion Cannon.
Indeed. Don't you just hate it when you're out of vision,
Yep.
you're in the fog, and then a Sunstrike comes down.
That's right.
Anti-Mage went for a Power Treads first? Interesting.
I do
Most
agree with that.
Anti-Mages...
Having that extra little bit of mobility as well as the extra damage would be helping him last hit as well. Because he doesn't have a Quelling Blade.
What I've seen is most carries now go straight for their treads instead of getting like the Battle Fury or some other core item.
Yep.
It is good just in case they get ganked, but I don't know. I just don't see the point in wasting the money early game when they could have been closer to a core item and been farming faster.
Yeah. I guess it's just I think a lot of people are a lot better now at making sure carries get interrupted, so they want to get interrupted as little as possible, so perhaps the extra attack speed they can turn a gank into a successful kill.
Yeah, see, but I still go by just getting the core item.
Yeah, I tend to play quite greedy as well. Actually, I like to get my big items quicker.
Yeah, and while we're paused, we'll just quickly check the last hit and dies to mid. Invoker on 15 and 5. Viper beating him with 23 to 11. Big change there.
Now where were we?
There's a lot of denies on the Viper's side too, so maybe that was what was going on with the forward turrets. Maybe it was purely, yeah, I need space to last hit thing. I mean, there you go. There's another deny for the Viper. And once again, he's sitting there with a Wraith Band and Power Tread, so he has about the same attack as the Invoker, but his is coming out considerably faster. Got a level 7 next.
You'll get phase boots or power treads?
I'm hoping to see phase boots. We could, yeah, I'm hoping to see phase boots on the Invoker. Be interesting to see. He hasn't actually bought yet, so it'll be interesting to see what he buys with that. I have seen Invokers go boots of travel straight away as well, because with the 2 forward turrets, you actually get reasonable split
I'll just
push.
stop you there, mid lane. Nyx tried to wrap around and try to get the Invoker, but missed it. Invoker went for the rune, but a bit too early.
Dire's bottom
Maybe
tower is in
anticipated
turmoil.
the gank coming on.
Yeah, well, they were missing bottom for a while because Nyx was kind of sitting here waiting for his ulti, I think. Just trying to tee it up a bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He was waiting for mana.
Ah, there we go. Yep.
Quickly.
Yeah. The off lane, Darkseer isn't getting too much here.
No, they've done a great job of zoning him. And we saw that last game as well. They were really, really good at making sure they zoned that off lane, and it just showed. It makes such a difference when it comes to those early fights.
On the board.
Oh wow! So maybe he's not willing to commit to a Battle Fury until he's pretty sure he can get it fairly quickly.
Dire's top tower
Almost
is
got
under
it.
attack.
Far off it.
Yep, he pretty much needs another like 600, and he's got it easy.
Bottom lane. They might be able to gank the Invoker. Oh, sorry, the anti-mage.
Yep.
Nope.
That's right. One
Just
thing
being
Bane
good
does come into his
defensively.
own in early game is that Fiend's grip 5-second hold is more than enough time to kill people with that early game. I think it's just going to make life hard for him. Just one enfeeble makes life really hard to last hit.
Bane keeps going for the enfeeble when he could have got a nightmare off and a stun from Nyx, and they could have taken down the anti-mage, but they didn't take advantage of that. He was
Yeah.
close to tower too.
The other thing we've noticed is they did have a jungler that whole time. So while their offlane's having a hard time, they've had their main carries both comfortably farming.
Nyx might get down here.
Yep, I would say
just being used.
definitely. Good use of the anti-mage ulti there, with the newly upgraded AoE.
Anti-mage has picked up a perseverance now.
Yep,
Getting close to that battle fury.
absolutely.
Could have had it now,
So,
though.
yeah, I think someone
Around
shifted the
this
courier
time.
away from him, but because the courier was down here, maybe he didn't. Oh, there we go. We got a Midas on the Invoker as well. So Midas on the Invoker, Midas on the Lifestealer, and half a Battle Fury on the Anti-Mage. They're doing
Tis
fine.
mine.
I disagree with this Invoker with the Midas now. It's 11
Yep.
minutes. He should have just went with more of a ganking build. Right now, he could have. It's just gonna take too much farm now.
Yeah,
To
like
buy-
he may get a good level advantage out of it, and that might be enough to make up for it in the sense that Darkseer's Vacuum and a good Chaos Meteorite might be what they need in the team fight. But I'm not a fan of the Nightmare, not the Nightmare, the Midas Invoker these days.
Yeah.
It's like you said before about those.
They're trying to go.
Yeah, they're not actually able to gank them just with the two of them. They need more help, I think.
Meanwhile, top lane, Darkseer does go down to Faceless Void.
Yeah, and we've got a
He
12-minute
was
Battle
used
Fury on the
to
Faceless, so that's considerably early.
Fair enough, mate. Compared to the anti-mage that doesn't have his Battle Fury.
That's
his-
right.
It does flash farm very fast, but only with the Battle Fury and the
Bane's just making life hard for him
Manta,
now.
that's it.
What's that? The Battle Fury and the Manta?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot the name.
Radiant's top tower
Got
is
the,
under attack.
Manta was cool. Too early.
Radiant's top tower is getting walloped.
Ooh. Bane doesn't actually have enough ulti there, unfortunately. Otherwise, that could have been in a really tight spot for the Anti-Mage.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
Indeed. Top lane, they're going to take now.
Structures are fortified. Radiant's top
This
tower
Chelsea
is under attack.
Anti-Mage blinks out.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower was
Chronosphere is
inevitably
back up
denied.
online. Invoker is coming up for a gank. He's smoked. He has been revealed. So Void does know he's there.
Yep. He's only a fraction of an XP away from getting double Forge Spirits as well.
Yeah. Here we go. Top lane. Chronosphere to get out.
That's right. That's the trick with ganking people like Void. You need to gank them twice effectively, because one time they'll blow their ulti to survive, and
Radiant's middle tower
then
may
the
need
next
a
time
hand.
you need to get them while they don't have it.
Dire's bottom tower is on its way.
I don't think
further
they're
down.
ganking this
Yeah.
lifesteal enough though. This lifesteal has been casually farming the
Radiant's middle
jungle,
tower is not safe.
as has the Anti-Mage. The Anti-Mage's farm is
Yep.
more than acceptable.
Radiant
Yeah.
managed to deny their top tower.
Need some more action from the Viper, I reckon. Need him to get out and start tracking down those
Anti-Mage
carries.
Yeah, Anti-Mage is starting to catch up now. He's almost got his Battle Fury. Mid lane, Viper. Viper won't get.
Dire's top tower isn't well at the moment.
Viper has picked up a mech.
Yep,
We've
we've seen
mech
that a lot
run
now.
on Viper a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, we got a Nyx coming in. If they hang around too long, he will pick them off.
Yep,
Oh, good
stun
the
does
chrono.
come out and the
Don't think we were
down
quick
strike.
enough with the chrono.
used. Viper will take down anti-mage. Darkseer used a iron shot on the range creep.
Yeah,
Might have
nothing
been
worse than when you
a
do that.
misclick there.
Yep.
Lifestealer is proceeding to pick up a getting all the not good, not good.
What was that?
Lifestealer's picking up an armlet. That's it.
Yep, that's not something you
Forgetting
want.
all the names.
Yeah, that's it. It's not something you want. They've basically got the Battle Fury up on the anti-mage at the same time, so that's both their carries. One's come online as far as actual team fight goes, and then the other one's gone online as far as their carry farming.
Invoker's just feeding those forge spirits.
He is, but did you see how
all
much
game.
damage that Bane took? That I used to be my favourite thing about the old Forge Spirits.
Dyer's
They were
top
so
tower
strong, so hard
is
to
not
kill,
on
you just
top
put them on a
of
support at the
things.
start of the fight and watch them run around the whole game.
Dyer's top tower is not on top of things.
Well, Bane only has 5 armor and it reduces the armor by I think one when it has
Yeah.
left mid lane.
Dyer's top tower.
They don't
is
have
under attack.
Ravage, so there's nothing they can do yet. Lifesteal's gonna make a valiant attempt, but good vacuum by the Darkseer though. That was a really well played dive.
It's almost a team fight. Team wipe, sorry.
Isn't well at the moment.
Anti-mage just picks up his Battle Fury now. I think it's just a little too late now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, if they can get that.
They haven't got Raxed yet.
That's right, and they do have Ravage, so like that fight wasn't a good representation
middle
because they got
tower is
engaged
not
upon
safe.
when Ravage was just on cooldown.
Yeah. Bane is just too much of a nuisance at any stage of the game. The brain stab, 300 damage. Especially early game. Well, we're
Radiant's
proceeding
bottom
into
tower
mid
has a nasty
game now.
situation.
Still very potent.
Yeah, absolutely. Some
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
Invoker
has uninvited
picked up the
guests.
Midas, but he's not using it on time. Losing it quite a lot of gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think that was a good job though.
no, he is doing acceptably well as far as the gold per minute though. Like he's just below the other carries, so. Ooh, we got a few ports in mid.
Faceless Void is picking up an BKB.
Dyer's bottom
It
tower
looks
is
like
on
they
its
want
way
to try
further
to
down.
finish this game now.
Yep. I would not
Everyone's
leave
starting
them
to head
farming.
mid.
That's right, because that you've got to remember that anti-mage actually picked up treads before he picked up the Battle Fury, so he's sitting there like treads, Battle Fury, just casually chilling away, farming.
Invisibility.
It's not something you want to let happen.
Leech is in Fizz, scouting out the Radiant jungle. Alrighty, do you want to check the EXP and gold graph?
Yep, the gold Faceless Void is actually leading on the gold graph. Just behind him at 100 gold per minute less, we've got the Anti-Mage and then the Viper. Lifestealer's next on the charts,
Radiant's
and then
bottom tower
Invoker.
has a
And
nasty
on our
situation.
XP per minute, we've got Viper sitting there at the top, as with the Faceless Void, he's next. And then the Anti-Mage
Radiant's
and the
bottom
Lifestealer.
tower is
So
under
while SplaSh is actually winning in XP and gold per minute on a few, I would say that TG has done really well to make sure the right people on their team are winning in gold and XP per minute.
Bottom lane.
Dire's middle tower is in the
I
wrong end
was
of
surprised they
business.
didn't go on that. That was
Radiant's bottom
maybe they
tower
thought
has
more were there
uninvited
because of the way the
guests.
Anti-Mage was behaving.
Radiant has reinforced their structures.
Anti-Mage was out of position there. They could have got him.
That's right. Maybe they got a bit
Nasty
paranoid
situation.
because of the way he was behaving. They thought maybe.
The Ravage just comes out and gets no one.
Yeah, it only
Wow,
clipped
what
the
a-
clipped the two. But we do have a brilliant Darkseer wall.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, that Leech ultimate.
Yep.
What's happening here?
There we
They
go.
just walked around.
Think of it as caviar.
That was an unorganized fight there.
Radiant's
Tide
top
was just
tower is
walking
under
around.
attack.
Went
Yep.
from one place to another and just stood there pretty much.
Radiant's
We
top
We did
tower
see
is
though,
bandages.
it's never a good idea to use long-term disables on Tidehunter because that Kraken Shell just procs, and he gets to walk away from like a Bane ulti halfway through. It was definitely a clear win for TG though, that fight. They kept one of their carries up, whereas the other team lost everyone but their Bane. I'm really interested to see whether we're going to see a lot more Quas Wex come out of the Invoker now that he's got his 2 Forge Spirits, or if he's going to just get the 1 in the Wex and keep focusing the Exort all the way up.
Interesting. Invoker still has standard boot to speed, so I think he's going for a boot to travel
Yeah.
later on.
And it makes sense. I mean, he's got the Yules, so he's still moving at more than acceptable speed. He can just sit there on those browns for quite a while. No issues.
Tidehunter picking up that mech. I think it's just going to be a bit too late there. Nyx Assassin has picked up a Dagon up mid lane. They tried to do a next bomb, but it didn't work out. They got counter initiated. The Lich ulti does come out
Ooh.
and takes out the. Oh, almost.
Brilliant
Anti-Mage
chronosphere there.
almost goes down here. The Void will take out the Invoker. The ward goes the wall goes down. Viper will take double kill for Viper. Very nice.
Oh, I would not have used that just then.
Tide finally uses the Ravage, but it will go down. He'll pace for it. Didn't hold them off. Maybe it was just time to hold off.
Yeah,
for the teammates to get
it's
out. I didn't see that.
It's very hard with the Tidehunter. Sometimes you have to just let yourself die without using everything you can to survive, just to make sure you've still got that ulti when the team needs it.
I think Tidehunter should have just saved the ultimate
Radiant's
for the
middle
base
tower may
defense.
need a hand.
Now he doesn't have it, and the dire side SplaSh can just push through, no hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mid lane, Void's just going down on Invoker there,
Radiant's middle
but
tower is under attack.
Darkseer and Nakes to come out and try
Dire's
to
top
pick off.
tower is not on top
The
of
Sunstrike
things.
does miss.
Dire just fortified
Way
their
off
structures.
target, way off.
Yeah, that's right. They're so hard to hit when you
Not
can't
sure
see.
what Invoker was thinking.
It's actually quite
Yeah.
funny. Like you go away from Invoker for a while. Like I used to play Invoker a lot, and I've stopped playing him a couple of patches ago and moved on to a few other heroes to work on them a bit. And the difference between the accuracy of your sunstrikes, like this Invoker, I've seen some really good sunstrikes on, and I used to be like amazing at knowing exactly when people were going to rock up back to base, assuming they followed the normal walking pattern. But you just lose that after a while not playing Invoker.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to say that Darkseid was picking up a mech too, but it'll be a pipe of insight.
Yeah, that's a really good call from them too. Having that early pipe is going to help deal with that Lich and the Bane so much more.
Yeah, reconnect by Invoker. Yeah, it just looks like some technical difficulties, or TG just want to have a tactical pause. And
Yes, well,
it
I've for those of you guys that are streaming us through Twitch, I've shut down the internet connection to Twitch, so I can't actually see what's going on now. But the main reason it was up to was to confirm that I didn't have the overlay over again. So hopefully that improves it.
Now, where were we?
Did we have a name change on the Nyx, or did I just not notice that when we called it out before?
be what?
The Nyx, was that...
Sorry?
Did we have a name
the
change on the
Dagon.
Nyx, or did I just not hear it when we called it out before? I was checking the stream and that, so I may have missed it.
Oh no, the name was the same.
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't change that.
I do like his name though. That is a funny name.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. Notice me.
That's right. It just puts you in mind of that that puppy, like a puppy. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! So we've got an Ags coming out on the Lich.
That name,
That's an interesting.
I would have.
Yeah?
Yep. Sorry.
No,
I
that's
won't
fine.
interrupt you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. What were you going to say about the name?
Denied.
I was gonna say, notice me. I was going to. I thought he would be more of a mid player.
Yeah.
Oh, here, look at me.
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! That's right.
He
That's
plays.
right.
Yeah.
I actually find it quite funny when you see it in the public game. When you get the people with the funny names playing carry, so it's like it draws your attention. Oh, Viper's a bit out of position here, but it looks like they're going to turn it. But Animate's going down. But oh, that Lich ulti with the Chronosphere, brilliant Chronosphere there.
Big from Void, just.
Top tower is getting
Oh, you got an item. Nice.
I have seen the future. You're not in it.
Void's
Radiant's
just
middle
going to
tower may
town.
need a hand.
They'll be able to wipe out this second
Yeah, that was
tier
a.
tower.
It very much seems to be with these fights. It can go either way at the moment. It really does depend on who's got what on cooldown and who initiates where, and it's so flexible at the moment. It's a really good game to watch. You don't see it very often where anyone can win the team fight. Quite often it's, if so-and-so initiates, they'll win. If not, they lose.
Indeed.
Radiant's middle
Void
tower
does
is
have
not safe.
3,700
Radiant
gold.
structures
What do you
Yeah.
reckon it will pick up now?
I personally would like an AC. Like, I would go the
Radiant's
AC for the
middle
extra
tower
armor
has
debuff,
fallen.
on the lifestealer and just help get that extra damage out. But a Mjolnir could also be really effective here. He also hasn't got a unique attack modifier, so he
Yeah.
can really go any way. He could go the lifesteal, he could go the armor debuff. The sky's the limit at the moment. Oh no, we've got the Eagle
He's
Song.
going to pick up a... Yeah.
And if he gets that butterfly
Could
off,
still either be...
that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be a ethereal blade, so Viper can just throw out poison attacks and disable the like they could have disabled the Tide Hunter in a fight.
Yeah. I think they're actually gonna probably just go the butterfly, because that's gonna be brutal. Once you get the void evasion going and get the chronosphere going down. Oh, we've got the cleave,
Yep.
the 3-man
The wall
cleave.
does come up and the chronosphere. Viper will get a double kill! But the Aegis was popped there.
Yeah,
So,
and we've got the
that was worth it.
and yeah, that was worth it. That's another team wipe for them. That's
Your chronology ends.
Yeah, it looks like they will be able to get a full team wipe unless
I think we may actually see a good port out
very
here.
close.
Yep, that was a brilliant
Yeah,
port out by the lifestealer.
That time walk was just a bit too short. Yep, it is a butterfly. Full
Yeah,
void.
so that's going to be significant evasion, because those two actually stack completely. So it's not one of those, you know, a percentage stack. It's full stacking. So that'll end up being significant evasion chance. Gonna be very hard to kill. And he's not far from finishing
that's
it.
60%.
Yeah.
With the backtrack and butterfly, that's a 60% chance to evade damage.
Yep. And the backtrack can avoid the spells,
If the
but
backtrack does,
he's gonna just be
Yeah.
blocking so much right click overall that the blocking of the right click is gonna be so high.
yeah.
Mind you, we do have the anti-mage, only 50 gold away from finishing his Manta, so that could be a tide changer. Lifesteal is still a bit off his basher, but once that basher comes through, that might be what they need. Yeah, there's a, on TG side, there's actually a few items that are very, very close to coming through.
Invoker went for a blink dagger.
Dyer's bottom
Yeah,
tower is
I think that's a great
I
idea.
do see,
I think
yeah, I do
he's
see the
been,
advantages.
that's right. He's been having a lot of trouble getting
Yep.
to where he needs to be or to the right angles, and now we'll hopefully we'll see some really nice combination synchronization with the Darkseer.
Indeed. Bane has picked up Vladimir's offerings. Oh, for the void, yep, for the extra lifesteal, so
Yep.
he doesn't have to get a Mask of Madness. That's right.
Yep. I'm actually a huge
Interesting.
fan of supports picking up. If you've got a melee carry, I'm a huge fan of supports picking up a Vlad.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
It also gives 5 armor to everyone, so
That's right. It's a good
it is
support
equivalent-
item.
Strengthen their structures.
Yeah, it is equivalent to the Assault Cuirass, but the Assault Cuirass gives more attack speed, I think.
As uninvited guests,
Yeah,
Dyer's
yeah,
middle
that's it.
tower is in
More,
the wrong end
no,
of business.
same armor, just a bit more attack speed, minus the
Dyer's
life
middle tower is under
steal.
fire.
That's right. And the other thing people underestimate is that, like you said, the armor, the extra aura percentage damage as well. Just so much more. I'm actually a huge fan of Vlad's. It's one of my favorite items. It's one of the most underestimated items too.
Indeed, indeed. With a melee carry, Vladimir's a great pickup
Yep.
support. we see Lich. I'm not sure when he had the Aghanim Scepter, but this could be a game changer.
That's right, extra damage and being able to cast from so much further away makes it much more likely he gets it on during the Chronosphere when they can't avoid it.
The TG are just too far out. I don't think they should have been that far out. Void
No.
could just come in and Chronosphere them.
Yeah, especially while he's sitting there with the double damage. They want to fight this now. The double damage is about to wear off, so it's probably not so intense now. But that damage is just casually farming away, so
Radiant
sooner is
structures
better.
have been secured.
I think we need. Yeah, I was about to say. I think we need an EMP here just to reduce that mana and contribution. Ooh, Lifesteal's going to go down due to the Lich. So is Darkseer.
Invoker almost went down too. You got another item. Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Shall withstand me.
2 items already.
That's right. Well, we got a good wrap up here by the Animage. This could be the tide changer. Would like to see him go after the Faceless, because the Faceless Void's the one worth a lot of money, but
Make no mistake.
looks
Yeah,
like maybe he's
Nick's
trusting
gone.
them to handle
Nick
themselves.
survives.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh,
is
there we
under
go.
attack.
He has
The
confidence in his
jukes
team, and it
are
looks like that confidence may have
Jukes
paid
are
off.
real.
Radiant's
They're
middle
pinging
tower
him.
may need
They want the help. And he goes down to creep. Wow, that was an
Radiant's
intense
middle
fight.
tower is not
Wow.
safe.
Invoker.
That was still a good play in my opinion. That
Intimate
void
should
needed
have
to
been
die.
there.
That void needed to die. I think they were worth the trade. It's not great that void got the kills, but just this extra space they've now got for the anti-mage to quickly just get a few more items up. Get that time. You know, any time they can buy now is good time.
Indeed.
Especially because
Alright.
they are only.
Take the.
That's right. What was
Yep.
that?
Yep.
I was just going to say they're only 1,000
Good
gold
night,
off of a second basher, so
Yeah. That will help the anti-mage disabling.
Yep. if they can avoid both getting chronosphered, and they can survive that initial chronosphere, that will make such a difference for them. Not sure I'm a fan of Darkseer taking that camp over the anti-mage. But I guess anti-mage can farm the lanes a little bit easier,
No.
so
Darkseer is way behind here. 5.
yeah, that's true actually. We've almost got the basher. The second basher's almost up. Like I said, they do need to survive the chronosphere, but once they survive it, they also need to be able to take out the void. So if they can get those bashes on him, and both of them start hitting him, that might be enough to take him down. But void does have Crystallis now. He has no intention of not killing people in that chronosphere. They're going to go down. Anyone who gets caught is going to be in serious trouble.
Indeed. Just before the engagement top, do you want to check the golden XP graph?
Yep.
Again?
So XP per minute, we've got the Faceless Void sitting comfortably first by about 130. We've then got the Anti-Mage directly behind him, so they're not out of it yet, that's for certain. Gold per minute, we've got the Faceless Void once again in front by about 100. And once again, Anti-Mage right behind, so it is a very close fight at the moment. And with their polycentric team,
Yep.
they probably have a reasonable chance of winning if they can just survive that little bit longer.
While you were saying that, Lifestealer walked up the hill just where the second T-Tower was.
Yep.
Just up the hill, and was sitting directly opposite Nick's assassin anyway.
Oh.
Void comes in with the Chronosphere. The Lich Ultimate comes in.
Yep, Lifestealer is hidden away inside the The Tide, they...
Triple kill for Void.
Yep, that's right.
Could be another
They're gonna
kill here.
lose the... Yep.
Yep, there we go.
They cannot let them engage. They need to be the ones initiating, and unfortunately their Tide does not yet have a Blink Dagger because they've got him trying to go for that mech, and I think it's really hurting them. I think they have decided that he needs that Blink Dagger, and that's why he hasn't finished off the mech. But
Radiant's middle tower may need
they
a
need
hand.
to. When you've got someone like Void, you need to be the ones initiating, so don't give him time to land
Radiant's
that
middle
chronosphere
tower was
nicely.
smashed into
He
pieces.
needs to be able to.
Radiant's middle
It needs to be a rush job. There's more mistakes made in rush job
That's the end of
chronospheres
Radiant's
than
middle barracks.
ones that they get to pick their time and
Radiant's
jump in.
middle barracks have fallen.
I think this is the GG. Yep, we've got the GG.